Howdy folks, if you're still alive out there, then welcome back to the number one and the only radio broadcast in the apocalypse. Hello? Is this thing on? There's nothing guaranteed in life. Not safety, not happiness, hell, not even death anymore. The world ended 9 months ago. And it didn't end in the nuclear fire or the slow rot of global warming like everyone expected. Instead, it ended in the much quicker rot of very hungry teeth. Zombies, for those of you living under a rock. And one hell of a rock it must be. Like the Fort Knox of rocks. Although I guess that analogy doesn't work anymore considering the military fell pretty early on. Where was I? Oh yeah, zombies. The classic rising from the dead, shoot 'em in the head zombies straight out of a movie that kickstarted the apocalypse last June. During Pride Month too, which is frankly homophobic, and I think we should cancel them on Twitter.com. Although I guess Twitter doesn't exist anymore. Or the internet. I'm getting sidetracked. Listeners, if there is anyone listening, I hope there's someone listening. I should explain how I ended up here doing this broadcast. It's a bit of a long story, but I'll give you the spark notes. You can call me S, and 9 months ago I was more worried about completing my final year of college and finishing my Minecraft base than the rumors of viruses and riots that were hanging around the outskirts of the news. At least until the apocalypse crashed through my back door in the form of my hot neighbor and his hotter wife doing their best to eat me, and not in a fun way. I didn't have any way to fight them, so I ran. And I didn't stop running from refugee camps that got overrun, burning safe zones in cities that I snagged supplies and weapons from. The apocalypse brings out extremes in people, both the best and the worst, so I ran from them too. I stole a car and kept driving, searching for my friends or any familiar face or safe space, until last night, where I ran out of gas on the outskirts of some tiny valley town tucked in between 3 mountains in the middle of the Appalachians. It should have been safe enough. A town this small couldn't have had a population of more than about 1,000, and that means less Z's and less danger as I scavenged for gas. Plus, it was the only town around for miles, and I didn't have any other choice but to ditch my car and head into town. It was getting dark when I hit the town center, and maybe that's why I didn't see them. Maybe I was zoned out. It's so easy to get lost in my head these days. But whatever the case, I didn't notice the horde of zombies till I practically stumbled into them. I'm not sure how long I stood there in shock. I hadn't seen a raft that big since the start. I certainly wasn't expecting one out here in some forgotten corner of the Appalachians. There were enough zombies packed together that it looked like one organism, so dense that I could have run on their shoulders for a mile without ever touching the ground. By the time I came to my senses, a Z had snuck up on me. A crawler, missing its legs but still desperate to get a piece of me. It grabbed my legs, and I eventually managed to kick it off, but not before wrenching my knee something fierce and alerting the horde. I don't know if you've ever drawn the attention of a crowd of zombies, but the way they turn to you as one, hands and moans reaching out as they try their best to rip you apart, is one of the scariest things I've ever seen. I panicked, heart pounding and adrenaline pumping as I scrambled for the nearest building, which just so happened to be this radio station. I stumbled up the stairs at the side of the building, body slammed the zombie at the door, shoving him out of the way so I could pry the door open and slam it shut behind me. I can still see his obnoxious purple jacket from where he's pressed against the frosted glass, but I managed to push a desk in front of the door before the adrenaline wore off, and the pain got too much, and I stumbled over to this chair. My knee is really bad. I can't put any pressure on it, and it's swollen to at least twice its normal size. I don't think knees are supposed to be that color, and I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. Which could be worse, I guess, because this place actually has power. I'd say it's a miracle if I hadn't stopped believing in miracles the first time a dead guy tried to bite my head off. I noticed the blinking light on the broadcast equipment first, but when I looked around, I noticed the microwave clock is on, there's a fan running in the corner, and there's a neon live sign on the wall. I guess this place has some solar panels on the roof, or some really hefty batteries. Whatever the case, electricity is a godsend if I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Sometimes it feels like I'm the last person on Earth. I know I'm not, intellectually, but I haven't seen someone not trying to eat me since that guy with the sword in Nebraska. And it wears on you. Fucking crazy that he had a sword, though. Not that I can really talk. I mean, I stole a medieval warhammer from a museum in Memphis, so pot meet kettle, I guess. He was also weirdly obsessed with finding pink hair dye in the apocalypse, but I guess we all have our quirks. We spent a week together before we went our separate ways, and I haven't seen a single person since. That was 3 months ago. I didn't really have a plan when I hit the broadcast button. I don't even know if I hit it correctly. I could be broadcasting to no one, to nothing, but I guess it's for comfort. Even if there is no one out there listening, it still feels like for just one moment I'm not alone. Aside from the zombie still banging on my door. Would you shut up? You're somehow even more obnoxious than that hideous purple jacket you're wearing. Wait a second. Is that getting closer? Oh shit, oh fuck, that's coming from the stairs. Shit, fuck, I didn't clear the building out. Why didn't I clear the building out? There's one in here. Where's my hammer? Where's my fucking hammer? Where did I put it? I'll see you next broadcast, folks. Just make sure you're still alive to hear it. Come on, you stupid zombie. Heads up. Howdy folks, Speaker here. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you want access to a bunch of bonus content, such as bonus episodes, behind-the-scene looks, and a exclusive Discord, consider checking out the Patreon. It would help support us, and it would really mean a lot. That's patreon.com/podstillalive. Also, leave a nice comment, like, and a follow on whatever platform you're listening to this on. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Later.